back now, revenge style. He gonna show everybody twice a day.
Well,
Um,
let's since we're on him,
yeah.
let me slide onto this next one really quick here. It says Trump's plan to end birthright citizenship could be decided by the Supreme Court.
Oh, so it's ended.
Yeah, Donald Trump's team is crafting an executive order to end birthright citizenship for the children of undocumented immigrants. A monumental move the president-elect's allies say is a key step in their long-term strategy, getting the issue before the Supreme Court. The effect of Trump's order would be to exclude the children of undocumented immigrants and short-term visitors to the U.S. from the right to citizenship by the birth that is established under the 14th Amendment. And while there are a few details on what exactly he would do and how sweeping the action would be, immigration restrictionists say Trump could do several things, including directing the State Department to refuse to issue passports to children without proof of the parents' immigration status, or the Social Security Administration to withhold Social Security numbers. He could also direct agencies providing welfare and public benefits to U.S. citizens to deny these benefits to those claiming birthright citizenship whose parents are in the country illegally. Details of the plan remain unclear, but it would deliver on a promise Trump has made over his entire political career to restrict birthright citizenship. And man, it's kind of you understand what they
He
said.
has to change the Constitution to do that, which everyone's like, good luck trying. And I mean, he could probably do it. But the thing is, so basically, it's like if you're born, if your family, if you're an anchor baby,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like basically, like because they'll say like people come into this country pregnant, stay, have their babies here, and then you're automatically a citizen even if your parents aren't. So he wants to get rid of that.
Yeah, no, I get it, but what the biggest thing I'm looking at is like what they're telling us. They're telling us their vision right in front of our face. We're all sitting here having these conversations. We thinking it's a game. We're sitting here talking about Trump 2024 and all kind of weirdo shit, and they're really telling you that they're trying to keep this nation as lily white as they possibly can for as long as they possibly can. This is what all this is about. This
Of
is what
course.
deporting immigrants are about. This is what ending birthright citizenship is about. This whole entire, the abortion bans are about. This has nothing to do with the betterment of America or what will make America better. This is about holding back
Well, in
the
their minds,
inevitable
that's how
at the
they're
end
going
of
to
the
make
day.
America better by keeping it white. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we saw the one article where the guy was like, he's like, I don't like Donald Trump, but I voted for him for white supremacy because we want to be able to control our own destiny. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because without that, then we don't have control of what's going on with us. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
I always tell people this all the time. Everyone's thinking, oh, everyone thinks they're just going to fade into the darkness and let it slide. I'm like, people don't understand. These motherfuckers have been controlling the world for at least 700 years.
A,
You know
a
what I'm
good
saying?
stretch, a good
It's a
stretch of
good
time.
stretch of time.
500 to 700 years. Yep.
700 years, right? They would rather watch this world burn than give it back.
Because they know at the end of the day, I mean, it's like this: when you've been a oppressor for so long, if you've done things where it's like, say you've done things to a person, what do you think that when that person gets this, like, well, it's ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You know what I mean? What do you think what does that person feel like these people are going to do to them when they get an opportunity to have the power that they've wielded over these other people for so long,
Yeah.
and they've treated them like shit for a very long time, killed their people, plundered, raped, did whatever they wanted to do. Not saying that the rest of the world hasn't done the same things with their opportunities, but on such a broad spectrum that we know of, we see who's done it in our time frame.
And the
So
crazy thing about it is like, you would think that that hits your mind like, dang, what if these people get power and they treat us how we treated them? And instead of you treating people better, you just get worse.
because they're afraid. At the end of the day, what I mean, there's no treating people better right now because everyone's pissed. They feel like, okay, imagine you've done something for so long. You're like, what are we going to do? How do we fix this? There's no fix. Some things you break so badly you can't fix.
Yeah.
But in their mind, they feel that way. But things could be repaired. Like you look at Biden, just gave I think he gave a billion or $2 to Africa just here recently. And I know Africa is a lot of countries. It's not just one country. It's a continent. It's not a country. I understand that. So $1 billion is really
Dang, he gave our reparations money to Africa. See, I'm done with them.
a billion though, bro. That's not
What's up?
reparations money at all.
That's
That's not even.
hey,
That's not.
it's something. It's
It's a
something.
start.
You
But
could have gave that to the inner cities here. You could have gave
we
that to
gotta
the
we
homeless
gotta
here.
we could do both though. We don't have to do one or the
But we
other at the
don't. We
same.
only do the other. We only do the other.
Hey, you know what? And I
Dead
and
ass.
I and I
They went, oh,
totally
we can do
agree. I
both.
agree.
Yeah. Well, what about
I
us?
agree.
You know,
I agree.
it's
I mean, I
whatever.
feel you know what I feel like though too. At the same time, when you look at stuff like that, I mean, even with this whole birthright citizenship thing, the fact of the matter is that's helped America more than anything else, man. Is allowing people to come to our country, be born here, immigrate to our country, whether it's legally or illegally. Watch how much money gets taken off the table when we start deporting people. We deport 20 million people. They said they're going to do about 1 million people a year, right? So it may take them a while to get them done. You know, what I mean, 1 million people a year, that's a lot of people still. You know, don't get it wrong. But at the same time, imagine how much tax dollars that's going to take off the table. How much that's going to impact the workforce in general. When you take 1 million people of working age, most of them will be of working age, capable workers off the table.
They
And
don't care.
that's what I'm looking at. You know
They
what I
don't
mean? So
care. They ain't thinking, cut your nose to spite your face. They're just happy. They want what they want. You know what I'm saying? People have to realize like love doesn't always win over hate. I've never seen a time where love won over hate and it was sustainable. You watch Star Wars, the Empire keeps winning. All right? The bad guy always wins. You want to know why? Because he goes hard enough to do what he wants. He's like, look, I want this, and I'm gonna fucking fuck everybody over to get what I want. And that's just how the world works. You know what I'm saying? As an Afro American, I've seen it fully. Now everybody else is about to feel the wrath of it that ain't down with it.
and
So
the fact of the
it is what it is. They're gonna kick people out. The price is gonna go up. People are gonna be in their homes fearing for their lives. Houses are gonna get raided by the U.S. military. We're gonna be in martial law, and this is everything you voted for. And I'm gonna
everything
sit
they
back
voted
and
for.
laugh
Yep,
because I'm over it.
factual.
I'm
That's
gonna think
factual.
I'm gonna be like, hey, it is what it is. Or I'm gonna report live from my basement until I can't report live from my basement.
Hey, and this crazy part about it is exactly what everybody voted for. They
Yeah.
also, I mean, not to slide over the subject, but there's a lot more that's coming down the pipeline. Because even after this birthright citizenship, what else did Trump come out and say? You know, he
Oh,
came out
he said, hey, I don't think I can't make grocery prices go down. That's not me. I don't control that. He came out and said
yeah,
it out his mouth. So I mean, look, you got duped. You're gonna see it. Now I'm gonna see, and people don't understand. Like when stuff starts happening, don't come to me and be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. I'm like, this is what you voted for.
exactly what they
I'm like,
voted for.
I was like,
Uh,
all this happening, this is a representative of you. And there's no excuse you can say to it. Just like I got on the Bernie Sanders people. Like, look, when Trump first got elected, I was like, thank the Bernie Sanders supporters. And
Yep,
they said, no, that's not us. It's not. Yes, it was you. You did it. You did this to us. And now people that voted for Donald Trump, you did this to us. If we flourish as a country, which I doubt,
eh,
hey, pat yourself on the
you're
back.
you're
But
you're willing to allow a person who's willing to say